Greetings all, welcome to my video. From collectiveevolution.com. 5G may be a global health catastrophe, journalist educates Orlando City Council. By Arjun Walia. The facts. Justin Harvey, an activist based out of Orlando, Florida, recently shared the concerns many people around the world have, with the implementation of 5G technology, for Orlando City Council members. Reflect on. There are thousands of peer-reviewed studies, and hundreds of scientists, showing that this is truly a dangerous step for human health. Why do these technologies continue to be approved, without any safety testing at all, when it's clearly warranted? There is no doubt about it, there are currently multiple health catastrophes plaguing our planet, ones that are indeed responsible for the rapid rise in multiple health ailments like autism, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, cancer, and several others. Disease rates continue to climb, and the population here on Earth continues to surround itself with products and services that are clearly damaging our health. These issues, like 5G technology, receive very little attention from the mainstream, leading to very little awareness about these subjects. It seems that if something is not presented by mainstream media, which is completely dominated by government and corporate interests, the populace remains completely clueless about it, and often refuses to believe it's real. Well, the health consequences of 5G are very real, and very well documented by hundreds of scientists and health professionals, as proven by thousands of peer-reviewed scientific studies, published in various journals. Martin L. Paul, Ph.D., and Professor Emeritus of Biochemistry and Basic Medical Sciences, at Washington State University, recently outlined in a new report, the many health risks associated with 5G technology, and wireless radiation in general. You can access that report and read more about it by clicking the link below. You can also watch his presentation during the Health in Buildings Roundtable, sponsored by the NIH, and co-organized by the US CDC and several other organizations, where he concluded that the 5G rollout is absolutely insane. Wireless radiation has biological effects. Period. This is no longer a subject for debate, when you look at PubMed and the peer review literature. These effects are seen in all life forms: plants, animals, insects, microbes. In humans, we have clear evidence of cancer now, there is no question. We have evidence of DNA damage, cardiomyopathy, which is the precursor of congestive heart failure, neuropsychiatric effects. 5G is an untested application of a technology that we know is harmful, we know it from the science. In academics, this is called human subjects research. Dr. Sharon Goldberg, internal medicine physician's testimony, at Michigan's Small Cell Tower hearing. You can access that testimony and read more about it linked below. In that report, he stated quite bluntly that putting in tens of millions of 5G antennae, without a single biological test of safety, has got to be about the stupidest idea anyone has had in the history of the world. I often point people toward the Environmental Health Trust, because it's a great resource that gives you access to more science. This is not new information. For years, numerous studies have been published, proving the health concerns regarding 5G technology, and hundreds of scientists have petitioned the United Nations about them. These initiatives started as a result of the work done by Dr. Marin Blank, from Columbia University's Department of Physiology and Cellular Biophysics. According to him, with regards to wireless radiation in general, we have created something that is harming us, and it is getting out of control. Before Edison's light bulb, there was very little electromagnetic radiation in our environment. The levels today are very many times higher than natural background levels, and are growing rapidly, because of all the new devices that emit this radiation. Putting it bluntly, they are damaging the living cells in our bodies, and killing many of us prematurely. There is a reason why this type of technology, and wireless technology, have been completely banned in nursing homes, preschools, and elementary schools, in several countries. This is not a debatable topic, and if there were any health, safety tests, performed before the rollouts of these technologies, they would not have been approved, but instead our governments, and our health and federal regulatory agencies, continue to ignore this information. This highlights the connection between government agencies and big corporations. We no longer live in a democracy, but a clear corporatocracy. The good news. The good news is that a lot of this information is spreading across the globe via the internet, a realm that's now being subjected to massive amounts of censorship. Information like this is threatening to the global elite, and anything that threatens corporate and political interests these days, no matter how truthful it is, runs the risk of being completely shut down, erased and deleted from the internet and social media platforms. That being said, the truth will eventually come out, and as long as we continue to create awareness, change will come, and change has come. With regards to 5G, after explaining the dangers of implementing 5G technology, Orlando City Council members agreed that there are valid health concerns, but their hands are tied by state and federal regulators. The good news is they want to work with us to get that power back. Linked below is a video of Justin Harvey, an activist based out of Orlando, presenting in front of Orlando City Council members. This is why information and the spreading of awareness is so important. Despite the fact that we don't hear a peep from the mainstream, people are becoming aware of these dangers, and people are speaking out from all professions and walks of life, which will eventually lead to action. What you can do to protect yourself. A lot of this information can spark a fearful reaction, and that's normal. It could elicit the same fearful reaction you may have to other humanitarian issues, including the massive amounts of pesticides being sprayed in our environment and on our food, the rising deforestation rates, and several other aspects of the human experience that need to be changed. As important as it is to not react with fear and panic, it's even more important not to completely ignore these things and think everything will magically be okay. So what can you do? You could purchase some EMF protective clothing and bedding, or you could even paint your home with EMF protective paint. You can unplug your computer when not in use, turn off your cell phone, and unplug all your electronic devices before you go to sleep. You could have a wired internet connection, which is actually much faster than any wireless connection. You can live a healthy lifestyle, and you can use mind-body healing techniques to help you. I write a lot about parapsychology, and it's quite clear that our minds can have a significant impact on our biology. The more attention you give to the idea that this can be harmful, the more it will be harmful. But in order to not give attention to it, you must first be aware of it, so you can use your consciousness to rise above it. If you compare someone who has no idea about this stuff to someone who does, but has overcome the fear, given their understanding of consciousness and the mind-body connection, the latter will, in my opinion, have a much easier time mitigating the effects. There are several articles on this topic that go into more detail if you are interested. They're linked below. Thank you for watching. Please help spread the word and make a difference by sharing and subscribing for more thought-provoking content, and give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. Your support is greatly appreciated. Be aware and stay safe.